I can answer that. You see, we had pulled out of the electoral process. But as you see, the commissioners insisted all the times that our name should remain on the ballot for no apparent reason. And yesterday, an announcement was made that my name is going to be in the ballot, whether I like it or not. This I found to be strange, because we had written formally to the Commission withdrawing from the process. They've been talking about Form 24A, which only applies if there was a fresh nomination. But there was no fresh nomination because, as you know, the court had cancelled the other election. And ordinarily would have been required to do a fresh nomination, and in accordance with the Supreme Court's opinion of 2013. But that was not done. We were just gazetted again as the two candidates in this electoral process. So what I did was very right, according to lawyers, that I did need to go and fill another 24A form. But that as it may, our position, because we were invited by the chairman to come. We just didn't come ourselves, to come and dialogue. And we say that in the interest of peace in this country, we will talk to anybody. And you say that, as Mr. has told you, that the revelations which have come from Madam Akombe and the chairman's statement yesterday has basically confirmed our fears, or confirmed our reason for pulling out of this race. And it is now clear to everybody that conducive environment does not exist for a free and fair electoral process. And we will say that if proper consultations are done and proper reforms are carried out, and those fears that we raised are addressed, which made us pull out of this race, then we will consider. But as things stand right now, our position is as we announced it yesterday.
So what did the chairman say?
No, it's also going to consult with the other side. He's going to talk to the president, the Jubilee candidate, and then he will make a decision. Okay?
We expected that the meeting would be a face-to-face between you, Kenyatta, and Chebukati as the referee. Would you know why that did not happen?
No. This was not part of that. That meeting was supposed to take place at 2:30. This is a different meeting. And this has taken place, and he's told us he's going to meet with Mr. Kenyatta on Monday, after which then he will then make up his mind. So this was not part of the joint meeting today.
No, listening to him yesterday, to Mr. Chebukati yesterday, saying that he doesn't see the possibility of a credible election. What went through your mind as one of the candidates, or former candidates for that matter?
No, that basically confirmed our position. We had said when we pulled out of the race 2 weeks ago that we did not see a free and fair electoral process taking place on the 26th. The signs were there on the wall for anyone to see that the commission was not properly prepared, and that there are certain things inside the commission happening over which the chairman did not have any control. And that was really the reason why we decided that rather than go through a charade and waste people's money and time, it's better for us to pull out. It's good that these things are now coming out. The chairman, as you know, as said by Madam Akombe, has been hostage to some commissioners. That also need to be addressed. There are staff who are in the secretariat who are partisan and who are involved in rigging the last elections. who are still in place. So all those do not actually inspire confidence that we can have a proper process. And that's the reason why we said we will come and talk and listen. We have listened and we have also given our views. We are not at liberty to tell you everything that we discuss, but I think we have had a good meeting with the chairman.
But there have been, before, you have met President Kibaki before when there was such a stalemate like what we have, and the two of you came out with a solution and the country moved forward. Would you be willing to sit down, just you and Kenyatta, face to face?
You saw what the Jubilee people said yesterday, and those circumstances, do you think it would be proper for me to meet with Kenyatta? Because it's made to appear as if I'm the one who is begging for a meeting, that I want this because I want Nusu Mukati. I don't know how many times I need to tell them I don't need any of those poisoned Mukatis from Jubilee. Okay? So I'm not going to fall down to those kind of cheap propaganda being perpetuated by people who are drunk with power. I need nothing from Jubilee. What I want is for the good of this country only, and I don't have to meet to make it appear as if I'm going to beg. I don't need anything from the so-called Mr. William Ruto.
There are officers who work with IDC who have faced some type of threat in areas such as Modi. Is it more that the country is using to start?
That is not a subject for this press conference. Okay?
Mr. Dinga, perhaps you could tell us,
I think just to add on to this, I would really want to plead to the Fourth Estate on one issue. Please analyze thoroughly the statement of Chebukati and analyze thoroughly the statement of Akombe. They are sending a serious message to the country. And yet we are being diverted with a meeting here, a meeting there. They have said categorically that they do not believe that the environment is right for a credible election. If we go into this analysis, honestly, I'm pleading to you, and I'm pleading to your wit, and I'm pleading to your intelligence, help the Kenyans understand the full implications of what Chebukati said and what Akombe has said.
what are the suggestions that you'll be putting on the table? Suppose you have a joint meeting with the IEC.
No, we have not been called for any joint meeting. So we cannot presume we should be called for a joint meeting. We are Kenyan citizens who want for posterity that we can establish a system and a process that will allow our children and your children in future to be part of a free, fair and transparent process at any one time an election is called in this country. That is where our concern lies. The concern is not whether Raila has won the election or whether Uhuru wins the election. If you win it free and fair and transparently, we go by it. We are Democrats. So all we are saying is that for Democrats to move forward, the field must also be level. And when the people who are supposed to level the field are themselves saying that they have not succeeded in leveling the field within the time frame that is there, surely they are telling the Kenyan people that the environment as it stands cannot produce a proper and fair judgment of what the will of the people of Kenya is on this issue. So they are saying they need to sort it out. So the ball is in their court as IEBC. They have spoken to it. The chairman is the returning officer, and he has said that he does not see the environment being conducive. A commissioner has quit, saying that there's excessive interference. What you should be asking the commissioner now is, who was behind the excessive interference? I cannot answer for Akombe, but she knows from where she is. It's time you people directed the questions there. That who was behind this excessive interference? It is not NASA. Thank you. Allow us, because we have to go to Bungoma for our campaign trail.
But are you willing to rein in your supporters in your strongholds? Because they're stopping civic education, they're stopping the electoral commission officials from what? That is one of the issues that Akombe raised and Chebukati also raised it yesterday.
What we are saying is that the environment is not fair. I'm sure you're aware that the police were actually disrupting a NASA rally 2 days ago in Meru. You have not raised anything about that. Who is in control of the police? It's not NASA that is in control of the police. So if the police can go and disrupt our rally in Lare, in Meru, and we say that we have free and an environment that is free and fair for conducive election, when the police themselves are chasing away a properly notified rally. Honestly, you're asking the wrong people the tough questions.